Did you know this miracle in American history? General Benedict Arnold helped capture Fort Ticonderoga with Ethan Allen and was a hero for leading a daring charge against the British at the Battle of Saratoga, though he disobeyed an order to do it. Benedict Arnold had to go through a court-martial, but came out innocent. Benedict Arnold's wife, though, felt like the Americans did not appreciate her husband. She began to make contact with a British spy named John Andre in Philadelphia at the end of 1779. Meanwhile, the Continental Congress declared a day of prayer, which Virginia Governor Thomas Jefferson observed. November 11th, 1779, Jefferson wrote, "Congress hath thought proper to recommend to the several states a day of public and solemn thanksgiving to Almighty God for his mercies and of prayer, that he would crown our arms with victory, that he would grant his church effusions of divine grace and pour out his Holy Spirit on all ministers of the gospel, that he would bless and prosper the means of education and spread the light of Christian knowledge through the remotest corners of the earth." Signed, Virginia Governor Thomas Jefferson. The next spring, General George Washington issued the orders from his headquarters at Morristown, April 6, 1780. Congress having been pleased to appoint a day of fasting, humiliation, and prayer. There should be no labor or recreations on that day. On August 30th, 1780, General Benedict Arnold made his decision to betray America. He conspired with British General Henry Clinton to surrender West Point for 20,000 pounds, equivalent to $1 million. West Point controlled the Hudson River Valley, extending from near Canada in the north to New York City in the south, thereby dividing colonial America in half, with the New England colonies on one side on the east and the middle southern colonies on the west. The British spy, Major John Andre, met with General Benedict Arnold at West Point and then left to return to the British lines dressed as a civilian. The American sentries, guards, stopped John Andre and searched him once, twice, and the third time they found in the heel of his boot a map of West Point. They arrested John Andre and marched him back to General Benedict Arnold's office. Arnold, realizing his plan was about to be revealed, escaped on the British ship Vulture. Washington offered to do a prisoner exchange of Major John Andre in exchange for Benedict Arnold, but the British refused. Washington hung John Andre, as the British had earlier hung the 21-year-old American spy Nathan Hale. Washington wrote September 26, 1780, "Treason of the blackest dye was yesterday discovered. General Arnold, who commanded at West Point, lost to every sentiment of honor of public and private obligations, was about to deliver that important post into the hands of the enemy. Such an event must have given the American cause a deadly wound, if not fatal stab. Happily, the treason had been timely discovered to prevent the fatal misfortune. The providential train of circumstances which led to its discovery affords the most convincing proof that the liberties of America are the object of divine protection." Well, it just so happened that he was going to betray West Point the very day Washington was going to be there to inspect it. Yale President Ezra Stiles stated, May 8th of 1783, "A providential miracle detected the conspiracy of Arnold, even in the critical moment of the execution of that infernal plot, in which the body of the American army, then at West Point, with His Excellency General George Washington himself, were to have been rendered into the hands of the enemy. The Continental Congress was so glad that this plot was stopped that they issued a day of thanksgiving, October 18th, 1780. In the late remarkable interposition of His watchful providence in the rescuing the person of our Commander-in-Chief and the Army from imminent dangers at the moment when treason was ripened for execution, it is therefore recommended a day of public thanksgiving and prayer to confess our unworthiness and to offer fervent supplications to the God of all grace, to cause the knowledge of Christianity to spread over all the earth. America has a tremendous heritage of faith, and America is unique in world history, and it's important for us to remember these miracles in American history.